He is the founder and CEO of Mober, a homegrown green logistics startup electrifying middle and last mile deliveries in the Philippines for over 10 years. Under his leadership, Mober supports major brands cut costs and carbon emissions as they move goods from warehouse to doorstep. Well, with us now for more is Mober founder and CEO Dennis Nang. Very happy New Year, Dennis. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Kathy.
All right, so how did Mober close out 2025? I understand that a lot of your clients are in the consumer industry.
Yeah.
You've got SM Appliance, you've got Starbucks, Nespresso, Monde Nissin.
Yeah, we also have IKEA. So in the logistic industry, right, I mean, we call this OND, the October, November, December. This is the busiest season in our field. We're still catching up. I mean, the overflow of the delivery is still catching up this January. Yeah, we're still very, very busy.
That's interesting. There's an overflow of deliveries despite the fact that retail sales didn't really pan out as good. I mean, I had Roberto Claudio of the Philippine retailers on this very same seat tell me that sales plummeted by 10%.
So probably in our industry, I mean, we deliver B2B for the FMCG. These are all projected already by 2025. So what I'm saying, the overflow of the delivery are these are the appliances and furnitures. They shop December and the overflowing delivery, so we're still doing the delivery.
Right. So you've crossed several milestones in 2025. There's the expansion in Thailand, and there's also the setting up of the biggest commercial EV charging hub here in the Philippines, and also introducing the country's first 100% electric tractor head that allows for huge deliveries. How is this all now fitting into your strategic vision for 2026, noting that you've already crossed your 10th year in 2025?
Yeah, it is a very challenging 2025. We really grew so fast.
That's a problem? Growing so fast?
Well, as a founder, sometimes it's scary, right? I mean, growing is good, but growing so fast is quite scary. So, meaning as a startup, I have to make sure that funding are coming, right? When you grow, we need funding support, right?
Right, but what are the drivers of growing so fast, given that you look at the economic data, growth is slowing. So presumably, logistics would go along at being a barometer of the economy.
Okay, so because we are in the space of, we call ourselves a trucking company, right? So we are in a space of very new technology, transitioning from ICE, the internal combustion engine, the diesel one, to EV, right? So for us, this is very fast because a lot of European company that they have this net zero target. So they need to make sure that by 2030, 2040, that the carbon should be net zero, right? So the transition, because there's no other player doing the EV, so for us, we find it very fast because they transition from ICE to EV. So this is a new segment for them and it's a new segment for us.
Yeah, the conversations right now in corporate boardrooms, I mean, is it much less difficult to convince the CEO or CFO of what you're doing, considering that you can find real-time CO2 reduction data tracking, which is really important in putting in a metric for the cost savings that come along with using EV vehicles over ICEs?
Okay, the current status now is like they don't ask for the cost saving first. They ask first what are the reduction in the carbon. So we talk a lot to their procurement and at the same time to their ESG department. So on the cost side, what we do is we never add premium to our fee because we're doing EV. So we just do a 1:1. If they're paying this much for their current rate for the diesel, we charge them the same. So there's no transition, there's no premium by doing a green delivery.
But how quickly can profits be had once EV is used within the ecosystem of a company? And how can you convince the CFO that this is not going to be an EV asset add-on to the balance sheet, being net zero logistics and zero capex?
So going back to our client, because this is not in their balance sheet, they outsource their delivery to us. So even EV or ICE, it's not in their balance sheet. So as far as CFO is concerned, I think transitioning to EV or partnering with Mober won't be their concern. There's no impact as far as they are concerned. So on our side, on Mober's side, our profitability, well, again, the biggest challenge for us is we don't have infrastructure here for the charging station. That's the reason why we built our own. Operating EV is quite cheap, meaning we're lower probably around by 50%. But buying EV is more expensive than buying an ICE. One thing that we are enjoying is the support from the government that using EV, we are exempted from the color coding. So one day extra revenue is something that we really wanted. And we're hoping that the government will, looking forward that they will extend the deadline. They said until 2028, hoping that they still extend it as a benefit to us.
Yeah, these benefits really matter if you look at the mom and pop logistics operators, because you have a heart for supporting these mom and pop logistics operators. What are you now doing to just focus on them in this next maybe 10 years? Because you focus on the big companies, that this isn't just a sustainability story, but something of a livelihood and upskilling story for the local operators and the drivers.
So we don't compete, we collaborate, right? We have a client like Kuehne+Nagel, we have a client like Maersk, right? This is a big giant in the logistic industry. They outsource their delivery to somebody like us or to some mom and pops, right? So for EV, they come to us. So as a founder, I've seen this vision that our industry is very fragmented. You cannot see 50 companies owning 100 fleet. Mostly these are the mom and pops, owning 5 and 10, right, units. Because EV is very new in the Philippines, banks are afraid to finance, especially on the commercial EV. They don't know the resale value, the residual value also, right? So financing an EV from a mom and pop point of view is really very hard. So what we do in Mober is like, we build our own infrastructure. We have investors, we have capitals. So what we do is we will help the small trucking company to transition to EV by renting the EV from us, using our infrastructure. And at the same time, we can partner with them if we need more provider, then they can just partner with.
A lot more work for you then, for the small mom and pop operators.
Yeah.
Congratulations and good luck for 2026. Thank you so much. Dennis Nang of Mober.